Pokemons. Okay. Wait. Oh, I really. Okay, that's interesting. Right. Let's get this up then. Right. Give me a minute. Is that one? No. The hell. Cat. Why? Should be this one. Hang on. See. Yeah, that's what's wrong. There we go. Yeah. Right there, you can start Pokemon glitch. Cat. Right, hang on. I need for the cat. Get if you just start the thing.
Okay.
Cat.
Let's
Why?
see. Alright, so a Pokemon glitch no one discovered in 18 years has been found by a pet fish in Japan. So what happens sometimes is that they have these fish that like play the Pokemon game.
Okay.
They have like Twitch streams and the fish is actually playing the Pokemon game.
Okay.
Anyways, huh?
Oh, maybe.
Not what?
I forgot a couple of buttons. Hang on. Yeah, maybe if you. Oh, turn up your mic
What
a wee
happened?
bit. I just want you to turn up your mic a wee bit.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
Okay. So anyways, I was saying like this is a Pokemon glitch no one discovered in 18 years has been found by a pet fish in Japan. So there's been like a couple of fish that just like played through the Pokemon game as fish. Or not as fish, but they're fish and they're playing the Pokemon game.
Yeah.
You can watch Twitch streams of them or whatever. The Pokemon video games are designed more for lighthearted fun than serious gamer challenge.
Yeah.
And so ordinarily, setting out to beat one wouldn't be such a Herculean undertaking. Making progress towards becoming an in-game Pokemon master is much more impressive, though when it's not a human playing the game, but a fish.
Okay.
So
That's fucking weird.
the fish do a pretty good job. So we've been watching with shocked appreciation as Japanese Twitter user, YouTuber, sorry if I mispronounce this, Mutakimaru, Mutakamaru, I'm sorry, channel chronicles his pet fish playing Pokemon Sapphire. The franchise 2002 installment, since fish don't have hands, they obviously can't hold a controller. So I'm going to call him Mute because I don't know his name. Channel visually divides the fish tank up into sections corresponding to different parts of the controller. Up on the control pad and an A button, etc. Then he sets up the camera to film the fish as they swim around and automatically convert their position in the tank into controller inputs. After some early difficulties, there was a cause for celebration in June when the Pokemon playing fish defeated not one but two gym leaders, earning a pair of gym badges for their boss battle victories. Now, the fish have done something that's impressive in a whole other way by finding a glitch that no human players seem to have uncovered in the 18 years since the game's release. And they have a little video. I don't know if you want to play the little video. It's just a minute. did you see? Are you finished?
No, I'm just watching the video. I'm like, what the?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So did you see what happened?
Yeah, there was another.
Yeah, it like
another
appeared.
Rock. Another
Yeah,
rock
boulder.
disappeared.
Yeah. That was like a bug glitch in the game.
Yeah. So weird.
As shown in the video, the glitch is triggered in the seafloor cavern in the section where the player has the use the strength ability to push boulders out of the way in order to proceed to the next area. But when the fish tries to push the second to last necessary rock out of the way, instead of sliding upwards, it multiplies and another stone materializes out of it, making it impossible to clear a path to where the player needs to go. Credit for this of it goes to Lele, a beta Siamese fighting fish who's part of the 4Fish gamer team. They play in shifts. After noticing the glitch, Mute Channel briefly took over to see if he could replicate it and demonstrates the method in the video here. So we could watch this, I guess. We watch this one too.
Oh, it's 13 minutes.
Oh, that is a long time.
Oh no, that's just him doing fish. Hang on, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. I get how it works.
So he like replicates it.
Yeah. It's so weird that a random glitch was found just like someone messing with it.
By a fish.
Yeah.
So you can see like the images here. Like first the boulders need to be arranged like this.
Yeah.
And then walk all the way down to the bottom wall of the room. And then walk back up. When you do, you'll see that the boulder on the left in the very top row has slid down one place, and the boulder on the right of the top row has disappeared entirely. Now, when you try to push the second boulder from the right, I'll say where it is while creating another boulder above it. And you can make the same thing happen with the second boulder from the left too. So you could do it with both boulders apparently. With Pokemon being one of the most popular video game franchises of all time, with a gigantic and extremely passionate fan base, there are hundreds of documented glitches that gamers have found. Lele's glitch seems to have gone undiscovered until now, though, and commenters have been quick to heap praise on the fish for the discovery that was nearly 2 decades in the making. Quote, "We just all witnessed history. Rock. Thank you, Lele. I've been waiting 18 years for someone to find this. I'm a professional debugger, but this fish is better than me. Game Freak should hire some fish to play test the next Pokemon game. You really do not have to make all sorts of random inputs in order to find bugs."
Do you know what I'm surprised at?
What?
Okay, so Twitch had a Pokemon game running as well. Like, so the people in the chat would be directing the Pokemon, the player character, right? Randomly, the people in the chat would go left, right, A, B, or whatever it was, right? And they managed to complete it. But I'm surprised that they never discovered this, because it's a random thing, and they would be doing random things as well. Because like
Mhm.
they used to have trolls just trying to like, so if the group was all like, right, we need to go left, we know how to complete this game, right? So they were all working together to try and get through the game. But then there'd be trolls coming in and they'd start saying right instead of left, and like just mess stuff up. So you had a lot of random crap happening all the time. But I'm surprised they didn't find something like this. They maybe did.
Mhm.
Maybe they did. I can't remember. I just remember it was a big thing when people when they completed it. It took them like it was 2 years or something. I think. I can't remember. Anyway, it was something like that on Twitch. It was just like random. The chat would be randomly saying stuff to
Mhm.
move the character.
Well, that sounds really funny though.
Mm. And then they all started working together. And then obviously you get the dickheads that come in and just try to fuck shit up.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny though.
Mm.
That would be really fun. Uh, so in the future, I hope the speedrunning community figures out a way to exploit this glitch, and someone live streams their record run while shocking everyone by saying the glitch was originally discovered by a fish.
Mm.
While the entire premise of Mute's channel project is incredibly silly, that doesn't mean he takes the welfare of his fish lightly. In addition to having them play in shifts so that they're not constantly on camera, he makes sure their separate tanks are clean and well maintained. So he takes good care of his fishies.
Well, we'd have to. In
That's nice.
fact,
Yeah.
I they fighting fish things. You can't put two males together or they'll fight to the death.
Yeah.
And the males are the nicest looking ones.
Yeah.
They've got the big fins and stuff, and the females just look a bit normal-ish, but the males have all the big fins and colours and stuff. But they do kill each other to the death if you put two males in the same tank.
Yeah, I
And
know.
they're supposed to be pretty hard to look after as well. But I'm not sure.
I've had beta fish. One of my beta fish, my mom was cleaning the tank because I was a kid, so she cleaned the
Mm,
tank, and I fed them and watched them. That was my job. I did feed them, but she cleaned the tank out.
yeah.
And one time she was cleaning it, and she dropped my beta fish down the sink, and
Oh,
I was devastated.
yeah. We had like fish and stuff for a wee while, but they were just like cold water ones, and my wee sister tried to feed them lettuce,
Oh.
and we never noticed until it was a bit too late. And they never had oxygen because the lettuce was floating on top, like a lot of lettuce on top.
Oh
No.
no.
But
That's bad.
she was just wanting to feed them. I mean, you can't do anything about that, right?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, they'll enjoy this green stuff. Actually, knowing her, she probably also thought that if I feed it to the fish, I won't have to eat it. That is probably what she was thinking.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, she managed to
like-
kill the whole fish tank. There's about 4 or 5 fish in there.
Oh my god, all of them.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
because
poor
the,
kid.
the lettuce was floating on, like a lot of lettuce was floating on top, so there was no oxygen.
Yeah. That will kill the fish.
Yep.
I had a fish that I won from a carnival.
That's how we started.
Yeah. Well, I had I've won a few fish from a carnival, but this one lived for like ever, and it was blind in one eye. Like one eye was like black or something.
Mm.
You know? So it was like blind in that eye or something. And that's why I picked it out because I was like, "Aw." And then it proceeded to live longer than any fish
Yeah.
ever. I think we had it for like somewhere between 8 to 10 years or something for a
Yeah.
carnival fish that was
Yeah.
blind in one eye.
That's actually really weird because usually they don't last long.
Yeah, they don't like always. They'll last like maybe a year, maybe
Mm.
2.
5 to 10 years, pretty good for a fish. For a wee goldfish type thing, anyway.
Yeah, it was like this. It was like this goldfish. It lived for like 8 to 10 years
Mm.
before it died, and I don't know why it died because we took care of it. We cleaned its tank, and fed it and stuff. So I'm not sure why it died, but maybe it just got sick or something. I don't know.
Mm.
But because it was just dead one day. But it lived for like 8 to 10 years and it was blind in an eye, and we called it Fred. It was Fred the fish.
My mate had that looked after fish for fucking years and years. He had fish tanks, so like loads of them, and he done the tropical type hot water ones and stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
I picked up a lot of like the fish thing from him. So he had what they call cichlids, which are like a pretty smart fish. He had one that used to sit next. Well, it was in his bedroom, but his PC was in his bedroom, and then on the left hand side there was the fish tank with a big fish in it. And that thing, like if you moved your head when you were playing a game, kind of just playing a game and moved your head, you would hear this on the glass, and it was a fish trying to attack you because you were moving. She was a schizo. He called her psycho bitch because she used to just ram her teeth against the glass and try and bite you like all the
What?
time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a big fish as well. It's just like it would you'd hear the of the teeth in the glass, and it was just because you were moving about a wee bit. You just go for anything. Um, he had that
That's a
for
very
ages.
aggressive fish.
Oh yeah. It it was fine. It was getting fed and everything. It wasn't. That's just. It was just aggressive. It used to go after the cats as well. It was funny. It was like the cat would go up to the fish tank and look at it, and then the fish would attack the cat, and then the cat would run away.
That must have been very confusing for the cat. Like,
uh,
wait a second.
this is not supposed to be happening. I think. I think at one point the cats fell in.
Oh, really? Did the cat get bit?
Uh, no, it managed to get out pretty fast because cats. But the
Yeah,
fish was going for her.
that's funny.
Oh no, yeah, the fish was a bit of a psycho. I think it did bite him a couple of times as well when he was clearing out the tank.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah?
yeah, and they've got wee sharp, like tiny sharp teeth. Aye, that fish was funny, and it would follow you. You could put your finger up to the tank, and it would follow your finger, like like a dog.
What? It was freaking, it got a taste of blood, man. And then it was
No, that's the thing. It
like
never
humans are
till later.
delicious.
It never until later.
Well,
It
then
was
it
just
discovered how delicious humans really were.
yeah, it got this, like a vampire.
Like, that's
It's like yeah. I wonder how cats taste. uh,
that's too funny.
the,
My uncle, he owns saltwater fish.
mm,
And I just remember he'd come over to the tank and he'd be like, I can't remember what fish he had, okay? I can't remember what it was called. But he'd be like, it was this most expensive fish was like this $900 fish he had.
uh-huh.
I remember it was $900, so I was like, I don't think I'd ever pay $900 for a fish, but okay. Um, but I guess like my aunt and uncle are kind of rich. He's like the stay-at-home dad, though. He was.
Yeah.
It was my aunt that made all the money in there because she took basically her job was basically to like go over to an area and be like, yeah, there's oil here. And then they would drill there, and then there would be oil there.
Right.
That was her job. So, but anyway, so he'd be like, yep, this is my $900 fish. And he had other fish too. I just remember that they were all saltwater, and then he had that one like ridiculous
Expensive.
$900
Yeah.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah, my
And
mate
it was
kept loads of these.
cute. It was cute though, because like I remember I put my finger in the water and it came up and did little fishy nibbles,
Yeah.
but it was just it wasn't
didn't have
aggressive
teeth.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't have teeth, and it wasn't like aggressive about
Yeah.
it.
No, this thing, that's why he called it Psycho Bitch. It was always aggressive. It had to be moved, and it had to be in its own tank because it would just bite everything. Like any other fish that was in there. I think at one point, there was a male in with her, and he was getting picked on constantly. Like bits of scales and stuff ripped off him and stuff like that until they moved her out and put her in a different
So it
tank.
even had like she even had a mate then, and then she just was having none of that.
Yeah, no, anything that was in that tank apart from he had a couple of night predator fish, which are bottom feeding predator fish, and they usually hide all the time, and they've got big spikes on them, and a big hard type shell. No, not a shell, but you get what I mean. And they usually hide under like the wee bits of wood and or the wee cave rocks that you put out for them and stuff. They were okay in there. You had two of them in there. But they could defend themselves. They've got like a tail, like a switch blade tail thing with like choppy bits. So if she did go in for them, she would get a sore nose. But she would just go after any normal fish in there would get beat up. She would just beat everything up, and she was a bit of a psycho. Like for no reason. That's just the way she was. I mean, you're just playing game. You're just playing a game. You're moving your head a wee bit. You'd hear this scratch at the glass, and you'd look over, and she's trying to bite your head off. It's like, okay. But that's how she got her name, Psycho Bitch, because that's just what she was.
Yeah. That's funny though. Let's see,
Mm.
where was I? And he reflected deeply on pet status as living creatures and the respect they thus deserve. So just like any good parent, Mute Channel understands there's no harm in some leisure time gaming, but that maintaining a healthy balance in life is the most important thing. There you go.
That's quite a weird story. I think the technology's cool that he set up so it like triggers buttons where the fish move. Like I'd be more interested in how it works. Yeah, but it's pretty cool though. Wonder who he got the idea from.
I don't know. Maybe he just had some fish and was like, hey, I wonder. Because, there's also that guy that, like, tries to make hamster aquariums. Where the hamsters are underwater.
I'd never heard of that one.
What?
No, what?
Oh my god! What? Okay, wait.
What? A hamster aquarium.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. So there's this guy, and he's been on YouTube, okay? And here, I found one of his videos. Let's see if I don't know if it's very long. Let me see how long it is. Okay, it's just like 6 minutes, but then you can kind of see how he builds these underwater hamster things, and people are subscribed to his Patreon, and he uses that money to build more elaborate hamster stuff. This one is from 2017. I don't know if he.
Welcome back to Hampshire. Notice anything different? That's right, motherfuckers. We've got fish now. I didn't go out and buy any fancy tropical fish because I don't really want to simulate an ocean. I want to simulate, like, if I put this at the bottom of a pond or a lake, like the old lake missions, and like what I want to do with Megahab, because it won't fit in the aquarium. So I went out and I literally just caught some wild minnows from a local pond. The nice thing is minnows are really tough. They're like the cockroaches of the fish world. So they can tolerate a really wide range of temperatures and pHs. I still acclimated them for 15 minutes because that's what the internet said to do. And why would the internet lie to me?
That's one of the things that I picked up from my mate as well. So when you buy a fish from the fish shop, right? You know how you get them in the bags.
Yeah. You put the bag in the water.
You put the bag in the water to get to the same temperature as your tank, and then after about 15 minutes, you open up the bag and let the fish swim out into the tank. Which I didn't know before. I thought you just opened it and put it in.
I knew that from a kid because like my mom did it or whatever. But here I posted another video that you could play just a bit of that's more newer, so you can see.
Okay, hang on.
So you can see that video where he's got it's a bit newer, like kind of update thing. This one's from 2020, January 2020.
Welcome back, my tender beauties. I'm shooting this video mostly to replace the one that's on the front page of my Patreon, but also to make an announcement that I'm going on a trip very soon. It's only going to be about 6 days, so I'm going to leave the hamster in the habitat, which should be fine. It has proven extremely reliable over the past week or so of testing.
So he's got the hamsters in these things. I take it they're sealed because the water can't get in, and then he's got them under the water.
Yeah.
It's like a. Do you know what? This looks like an airlock type thing here in the middle, passing between the two things.
So I think that's for the hamster to go back and forth.
Yeah, it is. Like, no, that's what I mean. It looks like an airlock, so if it was in space or something. Well, actually, if you were building underwater for humans as well, you'd need the airlock type thing like that as well. Just why though? I don't understand.
I posted his Patreon as well, but he's engineering underwater hamster habitat.
Somewhere really cool. It's going to be a surprise. I'm going to reveal it when I get back and post a video about it. The food area. Litter box has...
Okay, how does he get in and out? How does he get them in and out? Does he just pick them up and...
Yeah, I don't know. I never really watched him before. I just know about him, and I've seen small clips of some of his stuff. But yeah, he gets money on Patreon for people interested in this, and apparently a lot of people are interested. He's got 166 Patreons. So
it's weird. It's just weird. It's weird to me. Right. Okay. I mean, it's interesting, but it's also weird. why you do that. Oh, another thing. I lost the password for the Patreon, so we're going to just scrap that because I've tried to fix it, but I can't because they don't send me the email to reset the password because I lost the password and I can't remember it. I've been trying to remember it for 6 months. And the email that they say they sent me doesn't come through, so I can't reset it, which is a pain in the arse. So I'm gonna get rid of that and just use PayPal for the thing. Patreon is pissing me off anyway. They take like a percentage, so fuck up. I'm gonna have to sort something out with that, but I'm lazy, so it's not happening yet. Right. So if you want to go get food, or
Oh yeah, I'll go do that.
and we'll say goodbye
then-
to YouTube. And then
Yeah, then I just letting you know I only have like one more article. I couldn't find much. I was just like, I don't know what to talk about.
it's fine. I've got off you. You can just.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go eat. I actually have tacos. Yay!
Right. So
I didn't mean to disconnect. I just wanted to.
say goodbye to YouTube, and then we'll I'll get
Bye,
on.
YouTube.
Bye YouTube. AFradio.co.uk for the rest.